Ernst Lubitsch.
How about some of these people here today?
Not particularly. Oh, I understand they're all very important, etc., but it's enough just to have met you and talked to you.
La-dee-da. I'm sorry. I've been in a bad mood all week, and I'm taking it out on the world. Come on, let's go over and talk to Miles and Eva.
Somehow, it's funny, I thought this afternoon would be different.
In what way?
Our Eastern impression of legendary Hollywood party, everybody drunk, and famous one-punch fight. Somebody going into the pool with their clothes on.
Disappointed?
Maybe.
Me too. But look around you. Everyone's gotten old and careful.
Well, there are some young ones here. But maybe they're frightened. They're hiding their fears and insecurities behind glib talk, faking it.
Sure.
Now, what do you mean by that?
By what?
Sure.
Joel, I like you. And you're very amusing. And you talk more than any writer I've ever known, and I've known a lot of them. But everything you say is about other people, and their actions, and their lacks. Never anything about you. Would it really make your afternoon if somebody went into that pool with their clothes on?
Yeah.
All right. You do it. Do it right now, or I'll never speak to you again. I'll know that every nice thing I was beginning to think about you was a lie. Do it. Go on. Now. Phony.
Don't ever call me that.
There are moments, and there are moments. And as Joel reached the arc of his brief flight, he realized with enormous clarity that he was suddenly and terribly sober. Bing, bang, bing, he saw it all. And most particularly, this pair of dark glasses behind which lay Joel's career. And at that moment, two words rang out in his suddenly, terribly sober head: forget it.
I know you weren't drinking.
You do?
I checked the bartender, the butler.
I'm flattered.
I checked Stella, too. She told me she thought you had one Coke.
Now, let me tell it to you.
Go on.
If it had been you, everybody would have laughed, and it would have been in Parsons and Hopper in the morning. But me, they just sit there.
Come over here and take a chair. Cut it out.
Cut what out, Mr. Kalman?
That act.
What?
That hurt, ruptured look you put on when life hit you in the face.
Oh, you can talk.
I like your pages.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
You went through my desk.
Early this morning.
And?
I don't know. I never ever saw a man do a thing on Stella's dare before.
So she did tell you?
Yes. And now I'll tell you what I want you to do.
One, pack my things. Two, leave the studio. I've already done the first, so now if you don't mind, I'll go and do the others.
Sit down. Don't be boyish and hasty. I told you I like your pages. In my own way, I like you. So forget yesterday. That's done and out. Now get back to your office and get down to work.
Yes?
Later, you're going to do me and you a special service.
What?
We're running Eva's picture in Westwood tonight. I can't go. You take her.
Why?
I don't think she likes you very much. You want to straighten that out. I'll have a studio car pick you up.
I don't get it.
Just follow through. But first, give me back my sunglasses. A prescription.
Hey, kiddo.
Don't call me kiddo.
You still have your job?
Yeah,
Well, that figures. Miles always needs one of you around.
whatever that means.
It means you're the baby, the mups.
What's the mups?
Only a mups would have to ask what's a mups.
You know, everything is very funny and very in out here.
We invent our amusements.
Miles needs one of me. Whatever. You mean it's not only my talent he wants?
You have a very nice talent, kiddo, but so have a lot of other writers. Oh, forget it. Forget what I said. I'm being capricious this morning. I'm having trouble with this scene, and I'm taking it out on you.
You want some help? You want to talk it over?
No.
Hey, you're vulnerable, too.
If I didn't have an ego, I couldn't be a writer. Let's just keep our relationship on this basis. I'll dish out the useless advice, and you won't follow it, okay?
I get a feeling you don't like me.
But I do.
No.
Because I see in you a reflection of me, the way I used to be. I went through this mess, this progressive series of messes when I was your age, and a few years more. And then one day I said, hey, out. I wonder if you could do that thing.
What thing?
Stick to your typewriter and let the rest of the world go by.
Miles wants me to take Eva Goebel somewhere.
And?
I guess I'll do it.
Did he tell you why?
Vaguely.
Advice?
Sure.
Take it very easy.
With Eva? What else?
Well, knowing you and following you, what else? The possibilities are infinite.
And now may I tell you something, Joel? Miles was right. You can be charming.
Well, that's nice to know. Well, shall I take you up or say goodnight to you down here?
Take me up.
Thank you. We have some funny words out here, one of which is beard. If you're a man and married and have someone like Eva and don't want to get divorced, you get yourself a patsy, and that kind of patsy is known as a beard. Without knowing what was going on, knowing only that someone big and important was interested in him, Joel became a beard. See you Sunday.
Sunday?
Stella thinks you're charming. She gave me a message for you. Quote, you were the most charming person at our party. Hope to see you again next week. Same time.
Now watch Joel. This beard will now depart.
Building yourself up for another diving exhibition, Coles?
I wouldn't take it too much to heart, Mr. Coles. I thought you were very graceful.
Thank you, sir.
Hey. Are they still up there?
Who?
Miles and Stella.
I haven't seen him.
Hi, baby.
You two had anything to eat? Stella wants to talk to you.
What about?
Oh, about a lot of things. Like, am I madly in love with Miles? Is Miles in love with me? Is he going to leave her? Oh, she's going to make a big scene. Baby, what's he going to say to her?
You don't say anything, just deny. You get on up there, Joe.
Come in.
Miles said you wanted this sympathetic ear.
Yes. Are you enjoying the party?
No, but thank you for asking me.
Could you hear us fighting from down there?
No.
Wasn't very pretty. I mean, I know he's complex and all that. But why does he have to do something like this right under my nose? And why, of all people, does it have to be with Eva? Is she with him now?
I don't know.
More than likely. He's been denying and denying. But they'll have to get their stories straight.
Well, maybe it's not as serious as it appears.
Oh, no. Don't try that. I know just how serious he can be. Believe me on that, Joel. I'm the girl who took him away from his last wife. Oh, I'm a great little expert in the other woman department.
I see, I guess.
And to think that he had the nerve to sit where you're sitting and tell me it didn't mean anything. I suddenly get a very clear picture, sharp as a needle, of him saying the same thing to his first wife about me. Oh, thanks. He's very capable of that, you know.
What?
Looking around corners, opening other people's mail, listening on extension receivers.
Oh, come on.
He cheats at games, too.
Which ones?
Golf, mostly.
Well, I don't think you'd consider that a major vice.
No, but don't you see? It's so typical. You think it's funny?
Well, I think it's wonderful, and it's more than a little confusing. Miles has got the best position in the industry. He's got the most beautiful house I have ever seen, and he's got the most fabulously beautiful women in the world at his feet. He has a strange, marvelous wife who complains about his lack of sportsmanship on the golf links.
It's outlandish, I know. But what are we going to do about him?
We? I don't know about you, Stella, but I'm going to get out of here.
Oh, no, Joe, don't go. I need you to talk to.
Why don't you talk to one of those people out there? You've known them all longer than you've known me.
But don't you see? They all must have known about Miles and Eva, and not one of them had the courage to let me in on that great big open secret. And you took her to the screening the other night.
That was perfectly innocent.
Of course. Did you know Miles was flying to Rome on Saturday?
No.
He has to scout picture locations. The Perrys have invited us to the bowl and out to dinner later. There's no reason why you can't be my escort.
Well, what about Miles?
I'll explain.
I won't it look funny.
It's done all the time. Anyway, you like the Perrys.
Well, haven't seen the bowl yet.
Then it's settled.
I'll leave by the front door. I don't feel like taking another dive in that pool. Not on a bet, not on a dare. You tell Miles I'll see him at the studio in the morning.